Consider the following two functions. They have given us two functions here, fun1 and fun2. The output printed when fun1 of 5 is called is, and 4 options have been given. This is a question from C programming section. So let's take a look what happens when we call these two functions. So if you look at fun1, if you are calling it with some value of n, now whenever n is 0, it will return. So the exit condition is that n becomes 0. If n is non-zero, it will immediately print n. It will call fun2 with n minus 2 value. Now the value, if it is called with n minus 2, the value of n doesn't change in this function. So it will print n once again, the same value, and then it will return. So what it will do is, if n is 0, it will return. If n is non-zero, it will print n, call this function, print n again, and then exit. Now look at fun2. Here also the exit condition is same. If n is 0, it will return immediately. If n is non-zero, then it will print n. It will call fun1 with plus plus n. Now it's doing plus plus n here, meaning n is also getting incremented. So if you are calling it with some non-zero n, it will print n, increment n by 1, call fun with that incremented value of n, and then print that incremented value of n. So it will be printing n here, and it will printing n plus 1 here, and it will be calling fun1 with value n plus 1. Now let's look how it proceeds when we call fun1 with value 5. So initially we are calling fun1 with value 5. So it will print 5 here. It will be calling fun2 here, which I have shown with these two diagrams. We will be writing whatever is fun2 here. After executing fun2, it will be printing 5 again. So it will print 5 initially. It will call fun2 and it will print whatever fun2 is printing. After that, at the end, it will print 5 and then it will exit. Now let us see what happens when we are calling fun2 with value n minus 2. So since n was 5 here, it will be calling fun2 with value 3. When we do that, it will be printing 3 initially, and then it will call fun1 with plus plus n, meaning this value of 3 is getting incremented. So it will call fun1 with value 4. After that, n is also incremented, so it will print that incremented value of n here, which is 4 now. So meaning initially we will start with fun1, it will print 5, it will call fun2 here, it will print 3. Now whatever is inside, it will print whatever is printed by fun1 function when it is called, that will be printed. At the end, it will print a 4 here, it will come back to this fun1 function, it will print 5, and then it will exit. Now we can keep on writing it like this. So from here it was calling fun1 with value 4, it will print 4, call fun2 with value 2, and then print 4 again. It keeps on going here until we call fun1 with value 2 here. It will be calling fun1 with value 2. It will call fun2 with value n minus 2, that is 0. Now when it is calling fun2 with value 0, that is the return condition. So at that point, it won't be calling these functions anymore. It will just return without printing anything. And then it will come back, and in the stack now all these functions are there. It will keep on printing that final printf statement, and all these numbers will be printed, and then it will exit. So starting, it will print all these numbers in this order, and then it will return from the inside function, and then it will print all these values in this order. So the answer is 5 3 4 2 3 1 2 2 2 3 3 4 4 5, which is option A.